The Night Hounds, Part 3. 400 years before the events of BarShop and Hey Jimmy. Episode 1. Garrick McClaire. A vigilante has become lost tracking the men responsible for crimes of murders and kidnappings in the town he was passing through that has turned into a cesspool of criminal activity long before his arrival. He takes out his rolled-up map from his coat pocket. He stops at a location that is unknown to him and thinks that he should have caught up with them by now. He looks at his surroundings to find any commonalities that would help him indicate his position or something similar that could be on the map. As he unrolls it, there is a folded note that reads, "To Garrick McClaire." He unfolds and reads the note. Perhaps you may have read this before it has become too late. Do not waste your time with the pact you made. She is lost. There is nothing more you can do. Don't get yourself killed over something that is out of your hands. Please run away and don't come back. Signed, Eva. Garrick says. A mother comes to me begging and crying for justice after her husband is killed and her child kidnapped for not paying a quota. The townspeople who oppose the syndicate are being silenced by means of fear, intimidation, and lethal force. The bobbies turn a blind eye to their crimes and refuse to act. As a man of integrity, I can't stand by and do nothing. He folds the note along with the map and puts it back in his coat. He looks at his surroundings, seeing the land he walks is barren. The heat has gotten stronger by the hour, and there is yet to see any signs of life. He wonders if this detour was caused by accident or by purpose. After an hour of walking, he sees at a distance a shack of some sort. Garrick thinks this is a hallucination due to the heat exposure of this desert-like land. As he comes closer, there is a wooden road sign reading, "Watch them spirits." What in tarnation could that mean other than nonsense? Garrick says. He touches the sign to make sure it's real. As he gets closer to the shack, the thought of it being an illusion leaves his mind and stops right at the doorstep, or what is supposed to resemble a doorstep. This structure looks out of place, he says. He takes out his baton and keeps his other hand by his waist, ready where his flintlock is hidden from view, just in case he finds one of the kidnappers hiding there. He cautiously takes a walk around the shack and inspects it thoroughly from the outside before entering, and comes to the conclusion that this structure is or was a bar at some point in time. This bar has no walls on the front or side, only the back. A couple of empty beers are found on top of barrels, a damaged sign buried in the dirt just a couple feet away, and a roof with 4 wooden posts holding it intact. A small room is attached to the back wall with no door and no way to get inside. At first glance, as he enters, there are bar stools that are in pristine condition, as if no one ever sat in them. In front of the stools there are 2 counter tables side by side with tops made of glass. A bell ringer sits at the far end of the left counter table. 2 bookcases are parallel behind the tables that are used to store alcohol bottles but are empty. Looking up towards the ceiling, lanterns are hanging on the central wooden beam of the bar. The wooden structure is made out of rosewood. Everything inside the bar is clean, which comes off as odd since there is no sign of a caretaker or even the presence of a living soul. This must be the strangest place I've ever set my eyes on, Garrick states. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more.